Welcome and good evening from England, UK. I'm going to be doing some card making tonight, so welcome. I am live at the moment, so if you see that red flashing button or the red button that says live, I am live. So if you click on the live chat, you can join in with the conversation with everybody else that's on here tonight from all over the world, which is always rather exciting to craft with other people. So welcome, my name is Esther and you're on my channel Stampin Star Creations. It's lovely to have your company with me once again tonight. So the plan is to use a stamp set that's available called a Hostess stamp set. And if you place an order up to £150 or have an accumulative order like a party order with some friends, then you can get this stamp set for £12. But when you get up to £150, you get what's called Stampin' Rewards, which gives you £15 to play with, so virtually you can get it free. It's a really sweet set, and I've had a bit of a play with it. And I wanted to share an idea that I'd come up with and explore what else we can do with this stamp set as well. So I don't usually show you what I'm about to make, but I might tonight because we can maybe work through some colours together. So it's so nice to see everybody popping on. The light looks a little bit bright on me tonight, but hopefully by the time I turn my camera around it will work. I might just try see if this makes a difference as well. Oh, I can't get it around my phone. Let's see if I can see if that works. Okay, let's turn you round. Okay, might put it there. Okay, so if you don't want to see what I'm working towards, then look away now. But if you want a sneak peek, then you can have a look. In fact, I'll do a sneak peek but not show you the whole thing. So we're going to work on something a bit like this tonight, okay? Okay, let's have a look and say hello. Welcome, Linda, Angarad, Galena, and Steph. I know you've all been waiting, so thank you so much for waiting. Hi there, Mindy, Tracy, Janine, Ellie, and Jackie. Welcome, and special hello to Cindy. If she's not here yet, I don't think she's on yet. I know Cindy was busy doing some jobs and she was going to listen in. A bit like a cartoon strip, yes. Hi there, Deb. So I have done some prep work tonight. In fact, it's probably easier to show you. So I've used the stitched framelit dies here, okay, and I'll try and talk through which sizes I've used. So when your framelets come like this originally in the packaging, oh Claire, sorry, I didn't see you there. Hi Claire. I've used this one here that's sort of on its own, and then I've used the very thinnest strip there, and then not the smallest but the two sizes up from that, okay? So that gives you an idea of what I've used, okay? And then I found that that was a good combination to fit on my card. So like I said, I don't like showing you what I'm about to make. So I'm going to cover up some of the bits. I like to keep surprises from you. Okay, let's cover up a few bits. So this is going to be the composition that we're going to go for, okay? And then you might be thinking, yes, but there's no such little die as that tiny one there. And you'd be right, there isn't. So I've had to cut the die down. So I've used this strip die here. And when I'm talking about dies are these metal shapes here that you run through a machine that cuts them out. So I've used this die, and then you go back in with either this one or a bigger, I think I use this one actually. You can just use the end to create, to shorten that die. And the same goes for all of the shapes. If it's not quite the right length, you can use a bigger die to chop off to make it into a square, for example. So that's quite a handy tip to know, that you can actually shorten the dies. So just going back to the stamp set. And the other tip I would say is for making this kind of card, it's easy if you cut out the images, the dies beforehand, your shapes beforehand, so that you know the images are actually going to fit into your work. If you did it the other way around, it might be a little bit more tricky, but this way at least you know that what you're colouring in is what you're going to use. So I wanted to try this technique, but using a sepia look, so using browns. Now I did try using colouring pencils, but I'm not entirely convinced with the colour palette. So what I might do is try something a bit different and just use soft suede. Now what I liked about my original card is I had a nice pop of red. I had the accent colour, so I might try it again later with different colour. So let's get stamping. Sorry, there's a little bit of explaining to do. I can't just hop on in. Okay, so this is a new soft suede. It's quite juicy. Just going to hover this over and stamp it lightly. Here we go. There's the boy. Let's work on one image at a time, and that will save overwhelming you. Ellie says so many tips already. So I'm using the blender brushes. These work really nicely with colouring pencils, which I do actually have off to the side. I might incorporate oh, I was whirring round and round then. Hopefully I'm back. So I'm going to press quite hard because by the time you use the blender pen with it, it does tend to dilute the colour a little bit. So the other thing I'm going to do is again, this is another new ink pad. I'm just going to squash my ink pad in the middle so it gives me a palette on the other side. So I'm going to use the blender pens are just sort of like an invisible ink that picks up the colour and will blend it around, and you can use it with the watercolour pencils as well as I might just use whatever's left on the pen just to do a bit of grass shading there. Might even use it for his skin tone, and then I'm going to start adding a bit of the soft suede ink. So picking up the ink from the ink pad and then just adding that on to the image. There you go, they're nice tiny images, so they are quite quick to colour. Like I said, I really like the idea of a pop of colour with this, so I wonder whether to go red again because that will show up. What colour is this? This is Cherry Cobbler. So you've got that nice sepia colour. And rather than colouring in a big area like his t-shirt or the kite, I just like the idea of an accent colour. So something that's not too bright, but just a little hint of something. So that's one done. So let's get some of the smaller ones done, I think. So I'm going in with the avenue of trees, and we're only going to use the central portion of this. I don't think sorry, I'm just going to have to, I think my comments weren't coming through then, so, okay, let's get this where you can see it. I'm going to keep that straight and try and line up as best I can. And I want the centre of the picture. This one's a little bit trickier. I think I did stamp this first and cut it out afterwards, but oh, there you go, that worked. You've got a mixture of everything in there, the paths and things. So let's think about what we want darker. Probably the tree trunks. Maybe the grass, have a bit of shading on it. There we go. And Ellie says that she doesn't use a foam pad when she uses red rubber. Now the reason why I'm using it is because I think I've got an uneven surface on my desk, because I tried to stamp before and an image didn't come out very well. To save me stamping twice, I just gone ahead and used the foam pad to give me some reassurance that it will come out. I'm just going to take some of that colour off of my blending pen because I want a lighter path. And then we're going to get our palette back and just simply colour in some trees. So has anybody got this Hostess stamp set? So I could incorporate a darker colour. I could get out maybe the early espresso, but I'm trying to keep it all fairly uniform in colour, and I've got the addition of the pencils, so that will help. Oh, Shirley's got it. Fantastic. It's such a sweet little set. And I will publish some photos soon. I made some other cards with it. So we've got our little boy and the trees. Now I've not got any red images in that, so we'll just leave that. So those are the two, and then how did I do that? I'm wondering how I did that. Let's have a look. Ah, yes, right. So then we had the dog chasing the rabbit. So Ellie says, I must confess I didn't see it in the catalogue, she says. It's always worth having a look at the Hostess stamps to see what's on offer. Shirley says she's hardly used it. Get it out, Shirley. Start using it. It's got a lovely children's book quality to it. That's what I like about it. Now, there's not a lot of space for his red collar, but let's go in with a bit of grass. And the more you blend, the more the colour will obviously go away. Well, not obviously, but it will go. It will start fading. So I am just going to pick up the colour that I've used from my stamps and just use that to colour in the animals. I might leave the rabbit white. Just have the dog coloured in. He was supposed to have a red collar, but I can't really see his collar in this, can we? Let's just make him have a really big collar. So there's a hint of red in that picture. Okay, we're speeding through. This is good. I'm going to work on a couple of the other small bits. So for the long and narrow one, I've used I might have a chance to make another one. Okay, and then I've done a couple of clouds. Just notice, it looks like there's a little face in that cloud. Can you see that? Oh, it's like those little Chinese kind of anime characters, like a kind of sleepy cloud. There we go. And then for this one, I think I want the clouds to be white, so I'm just going to, in fact, if you want to do shading like this, it's best to lay your pencil fairly flat against your work, so you get that shaded look rather than sketchy pencil. No worries, Glenna. Take care, lovey. Thank you for popping on. And then we're just going to colour around, so we've got nice white fluffy clouds. Oh, sorry to hear that, Steph. I hope it's you know, a good break for you, and you've obviously made the decisions because you need to. Sometimes in life we've got to make tough decisions. I guess it is monochromatic colouring, but monochromatic with a pop of colour. Okay, that was a little bit too squashed, a bit too hard, but I've only got another one that I've cut out, so I can't afford to not use this one. So this one, I'm going to really have nice juicy red apple. And then we've got the line with our over, but it affects the stitching. Thank you for this. Sorry, I can see I'm glitching. Just going to wait for it to catch up a bit. Okay, I think I'm back. Remember, if the quality of the picture isn't great, you can change it in the settings, and that makes a difference. Thank you, Karen. Karen says, loving this. So have a little think about maybe what colour card we want. I'm thinking maybe if we pop it on something dark or soft suede or even cinnamon cider might work. I'll just grab a few different colours. And then we can do a little bit of auditioning. I'm not keen on this soft suede card. I think it's just an odd brown colour. There we go. It might work for this particular project. Okay, so the girl sitting under the tree on a little bit of grass area. There we go. Ellie understands what I mean. She said it looks like a murky green. Okay, let's bring back our early espresso. I think we'll do the tree bark, and then I'm going to do my quick shading of the tree. And I'm going to do some darker squiggles because these do come out when you do the blending. They don't show up as much. So don't worry, I'm not going completely de-lally, not just yet. Okay, let's merge these colours. So you can use the alcohol markers. Stampin' Up do the stamping blends, but they would obviously come out a lot stronger. And I quite like the softness and the the, what am I saying, the softness and the picture that this gives. More, like I said, it's like a child's picture book. Reminds me of that sort of thing. So that's why I like using the watercolour pencils with this. She can have red shoes. Well, she's going to get a red book because that shows up quite well. And give her a red book. Should we give her red shoes as well? Oh, go on then. You lot have got a good habit of twisting my arm, haven't you? What colour is this? Cajun Craze. We'll give her a nice red hair. There you go. And oh, good. I'm glad we're not losing you, Steph. I'm glad you're still around and you can, you know, I'm sure you've got plenty of Stampin' Up stuff you could still use and enjoy, and sometimes it's just about having a break and not completely saying goodbye, but just having that rest or that break can be what you need. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing it out a little bit. That will do. And bring on our images. Have I forgotten any? So that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, there and there. Okay, so time to audition the colours. First up, we have soft suede. So we've used soft suede in the ink colour. So it might be the natural colour that we go for. Might you stare at that while I have a sip of my drink? Let's try this. Next one is early espresso. Might be a bit too dark. Oh, crumb cake, that's a good shout. Very good shout. I didn't think about crumb cake. Now I have got Sahara sand as well, which might be a little bit too... Is it insipid or sipid? What's the word? That is Sahara, but crumb cake is a bit warmer. Oh, good shout with the crumb cake. I think crumb cake has won. Now I might need to go and cut myself some. And then we will try with red, with pop of red. My original one was on red. I did get out cinnamon. Quite like that. And let's explore a deep red. That's quite nice, isn't it? So what are we thinking? So I'm just going to bring back the original one. That was on a pop of red as well, but a bright poppy parade red. So some people like cinnamon, some people like red. Ellie, you're voting twice. That's not allowed. I think the red is going to win this one. think the red helps everything to just pop, doesn't it, and kind of bring it all to life. Yeah. What about Bumblebee? Whoa, Bonnie. That's a bright choice. It was funny because I was looking at Bumblebee earlier and thinking, I've not used it in a little while. Oh, I like that. Okay, has anybody changed their mind? Does anybody like the Bumblebee? I like that because it's just a bit different, and it just gives it a whole different look and brings out the yellow tones in the brown, but it's still got this really fun retro look. You still like the red. The public have spoken. Okay. It is summery, yes. Yeah. I mean, we could put yellow in this, but there we go. Right, let's get sticking. So I'd advise, if you're going to make this, just lay your bits down on the... It takes a little bit of... Because it's like a collage card, things have got to be... have the same sort of width around them. And there is an annoying gap, but I just use that to my advantage to put a sentiment in. So I think the gap between this is a little bit thinner, but that's sort of how it goes. So I'm going to use my liquid glue because it means I can move things around a bit. I tend to go in with the bigger image because obviously the bigger images are the ones that are taking up the most room and acts as a guideline for your smaller images. So that's why I tend to stick the larger ones down first. And you just want to watch your edging because you want things to be in alignment. Oh, I am speaking posh. Linda Kasparian, how wonderful to see you, my dear. How are we? Oh, this time tomorrow we would have seen the new catalogue. It's getting exciting now. I wasn't excited earlier, I am now. Ah, I'm not too bad, Linda. Thank you. Not too shabby, as they say. Well, Claire, you know there's ways around these things. But not long. So if you do want to see the catalogue also, and you're not already a demonstrator, if you're living in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can actually sign up with Stampin' Up and be on my team. You actually get to see the brand new catalogue. Right, is everything stuck down? That's quick. That was good. Okay, so the stamp set I tend to like to use with this is Itty Bitty Greetings, which is this set here, which comes in 2. It's got a lot to choose from. So you can have something like Happy Day, Happy Birthday, anything. Hope you're feeling better. So I think something like... I'm going to save that I missed you for the next card because I've got an idea. Oh, whose anniversary? Shirley's. Is it your wedding anniversary? How many years, Shirley? Shall we go for happy birthday? I don't think I've got many. Oh, no, don't tell me this is the one. Oh, there is a stamp set that I've got something really important missing. It might be the many thanks that's disappeared out of that one. 9 years. Wonderful. Congratulations. So I'm thinking about early espresso. Now, I am due to do a giveaway with this stamp set here, Sweet Sampler, which will be a giveaway over on Instagram, which I'll tell you about quickly now. I'm not going to launch it just yet because of the new catalogue happening and everything, but do keep your eyes open, and I'll be doing a giveaway with this stamp set. Unfortunately, it's only UK based, so that I can afford the postage. It'll be really simple to enter the giveaway, so look out for that. I'll let you know when that's going live. How do we see it before the US? Yeah, we see it all at the same time. Special timings. So because we're seeing the new catalogue, also means you get to see what's going, which means there'll be a sale on tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So go ahead and check out my shop for some bargains. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, Shirley? Happy anniversary, Shirley. Here's the new catalogue. Oh dear. There we go. So there's our sepia toned card. So, as promised, I think I'd like to do a black and white version again, but this time I'd like to do it with blue. Oh, I have missed out a little element, which I might just see if I've got something to use. This set is called Summer Days, and it is the Hostess stamp set. Which I thought was quite a sweet little set. Oh, Janice, lovely to see you. Take care, my lovely. Thank you for hopping on. It is really cute. I think sometimes the Hostess sets get a little bit missed amongst all the other ones. But it is a really cute set. Now, oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, there's ways around these things. I think I've used up my linen thread. I had a tiny bit left. So what we shall do instead is try and colour a bit of this is, oh, I didn't switch off my speakers. This is soft suede. Might just help to turn the grey. Okay, stop messaging. Turned it down a bit. Keep getting electric shocks because I've got a sore foot. I keep wearing Crocs, and because it's just the most comfortable thing for indoors. But I keep getting a static electricity. Oh dear. So every time I go and touch something, I've got sparks coming out my fingers. There we go, little tiddly bow. Can you guess what it's for? Can you guess what it is yet? Right. It's not a great bow. Oh, I'm going to have to undo it. Not happy. Now, somebody was saying that they struggled with tying small bows. So I think my answer to that, yes, you guessed it, it's for the kite. My answer to that is start by tying a big bow and just shrink it down. Because then you get yourself a cute little, look at that. Cute little bow. Scissors are a bit intertwined. It wants to make me sing again. Let's go fly a kite. Oh, who's nicked my glue dots? Okay, not happy. Where are you? There you are. Take it all back. Nobody's nicked them. Okay, we're just going to do roly-poly. Really pearly, really pearly. There we go. And this just, I've got to have a little accent. There we go. Makes all the difference. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ellie says she dyes ribbon, she only buys white. Wow. I wouldn't have time to do all the ribbon. I got a special drink tonight. Must have known Linda was here. I don't normally. I chucked away a bottle and a tonic water bottle, and I was like, oh, I've not had a G&T in a while. Right. Moving on swiftly. Let's go ahead and try a black and white version, shall we? How are we doing on the old time? Let's get our skates on. So now we know what we're doing. I'm going to work a little bit speedier. I'm just going to use Memento ink because we're not using lots of water. Giving Linda a bad name. Sorry, Linda, it's my association. And because our stamp's already on blocks, but I like the it's like a flavoured one, like a nice pomegranate, and I think it's pomegranate and rose or rosé or something Matt said. So I like the flavoured ones. Oh, you still got it, brilliant. I hope you use it every day, Linda. Oh, it's funny. And the trees, and that one, and the big tree. It's funny. Are you on staging this year, Linda? So this ink is what I call like your old-fashioned kind of library ink. It's this particular ink pad is like got the fabric base, so you can afford to press a bit harder into these. But the other Stampin' Up ones have got like a sponge base to them. Thank you for those thumbs up already. You guys are super. Yeah, me too, Linda. I'll have to make up for it when we do get to see each other again. So on stage are events that Stampin' Up put on, like conventions, and of course it's not happening quite the same this year. Well, yeah, it's just not happening, is it? So we long to meet up again, and it's always a good time to meet up with other demonstrators. Can demonstrators get the stamp set without ordering the amount? If so, how? No, you've got to put in a £150 order, unfortunately, to get this stamp set. As far as I know, I don't think you can do it without. Sorry, I missed that. What did... I missed what Martina said. Is she wanting to see the new catalogue? Is that what it is? Right, shall we go brave and do a blue kite and make things a bit bolder? I'm going to do it. Because then it will show up, won't it? We'll do the dog collar again. I'm going to just have to have a blue apple. I know that will just really mess with people's heads, but there you go. Give her her blue book and we'll do blue shoes. Yeah, you can't get it, but you know, if you can manage to get some customers or speak to your upline nicely, because it's worth £20, but it says you can get it for 12. You can get it for £12. So whether you use your Stampin' Rewards or well, I don't know if you can then buy it as well. But so yeah, speak to, if you've got an upline, maybe just see if they can, you can maybe get them to buy it for you and, I don't know, wrangle it, sort it out between you. All right, a bit of that. Bit of that. Now, what did I do with this one before? Yes, I had quite a dark avenue down here. Martina says a blue apple is good, so everyone's sure you're not poisoning Snow White. Well, I thought this could be like a Miss You card, because it's got that sort of blue, grey, sad tones. This is a nice way to showcase images in a stamp set, and you can use this. You don't have to have this stamp set. You can use it with other images. And like I've proven, that although I've used a big image on that, you can actually just take a portion of the image. Now, I did it years ago with what's called the spotlighting technique and the lighthouse stamp set, the high tide stamp set, and that looked really cool. Just going to highlight some of these areas in the tree. Oh, you remember it, Janine? Oh, you've got a good memory. So, with the Stampin' Blender pens, you get 3 in a pack, and they are dual-ended. So you're basically getting 6 for your money. Now, I tend to mark up certain colours so that I don't have to wipe off the colour each time I use it. Otherwise, you might contaminate your work. But for £11.25, you're getting 6 pens. And they last and last and last. And because I tend to use all 3 at the same time, you know, with different colours, it works quite well. So so this just moves the colour around and blends it in. And this, I've just used the Stampin' Up watercolour pencils, and that just moves the colour beautifully and just blends it into your work. It was a portrait card, and yes, it was, I think it was for a colour challenge, colouring my blue apple. So it gives it this really nice, somebody said comic book earlier, and I didn't think about that. But yeah, kind of like a comic book style colouring, I could call it, couldn't I? Quite like the idea of more pop of blue than I did the red. There were birds too, quite possibly. You remember that well. Some cards stick. I do make dud cards, but thankfully now they're far and few between. Just because I've been card making for so many years, I think I recognise now how I need to fix things, or strip back. If in doubt, strip back and find out what's causing the issue. That's another. Oh, see, I forgot to wipe my pen off a bit. I got a bit brown in there, but let's just keep going. So sometimes you've got to figure out what's not working for you, and sometimes it can be the layout it could just be simply turning your page from landscape to portrait or the opposite way round. Just going to give the bunny a little bit of a colour so it doesn't completely fade away. And nice dark avenue of trees. Yeah, I love the birds in that High Tide stamp set because they're proper flying birds. They've got nice movement to them, and that, you know, they're great to be able to use with other sets as well. See, this is so quick to colour this. Just go over them all. You don't have to be as precise as if you were using Stampin' blends. Is that Heidi sneaking in? Hello. Proper goals, yes. Proper seagulls. So I'm just using whatever's left on my pen to colour the girl in. I might give her darker hair actually. Sorry. I knocked my screen. Yes, and the texture. I wouldn't be surprised if High Tide carries over. I think a lot of people think it will go, but I wouldn't be surprised if it carries it over because I think it could be a popular stamp set, or let me reframe that, is a popular stamp set. I think just sometimes when you are a demonstrator, and you see demonstrators demonstrating with certain stamp sets, you get to see what is popular amongst demonstrators, but you don't always get to see what's popular amongst customers. And I think sometimes they can surprise you. Wendy said her mum bought her the hot air balloons and the birds, and that were like High Tide. Ah, the new hot air balloon one, Wendy. Janine says some sets stay for years and years. I think less so recently. They don't seem to hang around as much as they used to. Right, let's sort this boy out. Should we give him some blue shorts? Why not? Feeling the need for blue shorts. Maybe a dark hat. Oh, the retired one. Lovely is a tree stuck around for a long, long time. And it's still quite a sought after set, I think. Be interested to see if Rooted in Nature stays, because that's a tree set. Ah, hi Nydia, thank you. What was I just about to do? Blue. No, I don't need the pencil. I need the pen. Okay, so blues. This could be interesting. We could pull out navy. A bit dark, I think. Am I colouring Christopher Robin? Oh. We could go Pacific Point. We could go. That would be very sad, wouldn't it? Like a, is that, oh no, what colour is that? It's like a grey granite. Imagine if you put it on that colour, that makes it really sad. Yeah, I think Pacific, but I don't want it too sad. I don't have, do I have one cut out? I did wonder about, I know Misty's a bit too dark. Let's use this as a practice one. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I need to get some out of my folder. Sorry, I'm trying to take my cardi off. Let's get that one. Okay, the public have spoken. The votes are in. Going for Pacific Point. I missed what you are making the stamp for. Do you mean that, Heidi? Claire likes the blue version. It's quite moody, isn't it? You missed what I'm making the card for. Well, this is just going to be a miss you card I've made. So this was my original card with black and white and a pop of red. It was just a kind of experiment to see how just by using that pop of red it will work. So that was what I did originally. Tonight we did a sepia version, a kind of vintagey version with a deeper pop of red. And then I'm just testing out a blue version. So once again, just lay down your pieces first, get them in place. There we go. What did you buy in a rush? Angarad? Oh, lovely, is a tree. Ah, that's interesting. I was a bit Heidi says she likes the blue best. I was a little bit unsure whether people would actually like the blue. I was going to say, you know, this isn't probably going to be everyone's cup of tea. I can imagine people not liking these sort of cards. A little bit moody, a bit different. I'm not making it for anyone in particular, no, Heidi. I'm just trying to showcase the stamp set because, as has been proven tonight, people have not seen it in the catalogue. And it is a hostess stamp set, so it's not one that's kind of ready available. It is one that you need to have a £150 order to get, or accumulate orders with a friend and get it, or speak nicely to your upline or your demonstrator. Oh, I've stuck them all down. That was quick. Okay, so bringing back that itty bitty greetings. Somewhere on here, I thought there's a, yes, I miss you. I thought that was quite cute for this. Hi Chris, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, but if anyone can interpret or if you can type it in English, I'd be very grateful. Sounds like good night at the end or something like that, but I don't want to interpret something I'm not sure what it says, but thank you, I'm guessing. Okay, Give this a good ink up. I'm just going to stamp this off first because I just want to make sure it's straight. Okay, standing up for this one. Hold your breath. Yeah, unfortunately YouTube can't translate it straight away. Oh, phew. I was a bit worried about that one. Tiny stamps are a bit worrying. And then I have got some little blue kite string. Just going to have to use this one, I think, or I've got the black and white one, which we could colour. Let's see. Let's try read Super Nice Map from Belgium. Good night. Oh. Did you use Google Translate, Jackie? Card. Nice, super nice card. Ah, yes, I did wonder. Ah, Chris, if you're still here, thank you. Thank you for saying so. Is it still Dankeschön? And hey, Catherine. Ah. Okay, yep, we're coming to an end, folks. Coming to an end. That bow is a bit super large. His kite will fall straight down to the ground. He won't be able to fly. Oh, I think this is the perfect I Miss You card because, like I said, blue is associated with the moody blues and it isn't that darker blue to be too solemn. And so, yes, happy enough, but sad enough. Oh, thank you, Heidi. It's exactly what I'm trying to go for, that kind of moody look without... Thank you is Dutch for thank you. Thanks, Reet. Okay, the bow is a bit mahoosive. I might have to take it off. Let's try this one. It's just that because you've got two lots of twine into one. That's better. If you're not happy, don't do it. Don't carry on. Make it a bit smaller because it's only a tiny kite. Sorry, I know it's only a bow, but these things matter. Okay. Roll this up a little bit more. It's coming off the card now. Okay, come off then. We'll choose somebody else. And it also, to me anyway, feels like I miss you and remember the things we used to do. So like a fond memories card. Exactly. Heidi, you got it in one. That's what I was thinking. Like I miss you. Remember the fun things that we could do. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to stick now. I think I might. So let's spend 5 minutes sticking a bow to a card. You will stay. It's better, right? Sorry about that. A little bit of housekeeping. Mum and I bought Stampin' Up snips, and I said needed dangles like you and Ruth. So she made me some and sent pictures today. Oh, I definitely need dingle dangles. All my scissors have dingle dangles. They're usually things that have been gifted to me, and I know it might be a bit annoying on screen, but it does help me know which scissors are which. So I try and keep one for ribbon scissors. There we go. Right, marathon over, folks. So you can vote if you like. We've got the cherry cobbler in sepia with a pop of red. Might have to do my voiceover voice again. And we've got the moody blues in the grey tones and the black and white, kind of almost like a film look. You like the sound? Oh, you do like it. It's not annoying. That's all right then. There. So you can go ahead and vote. One vote in for cherry cobbler. I'm going to have a sip of my drink. Cherry cobbler for Angarad. So 2 votes for this one. Pacific Point, cherry, blue. 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 6 going for blue. Another one for red. 7, 8 for blue. So blue wins. There we go. I'm just going to bring you up a bit closer so you can get a study of what that's like. And then there's the original one. So I feel like I need a green one now. Martina says purple, blue and red. Oh dear. Right, peoples. Yellow, says Subu. Oh, I'll have to do a yellow one just for you, Sue. Not green, says Linda. Oh, sorry. Did I swear, Linda? Now, of course, you could do this. I could do a totally colour version. Maybe I should do that as well. But it's just really nice to have... Let me just see if I can grab the other ones while you're there. Okay, I found a couple, and these are going to be on my Facebook page, not pink. An orange one, yeah, orange. I'm not a fan of orange. So this is what it looks like coloured in. So this is completely different look, but I just definitely wanted to go for like a monochromatic look to it. And then this is using watercolour and with embossing it. Hey, Martina, I did embossing. Don't look, Linda, it's a green one. So, you know, look at the variation you can get. And I think this one used Stampin' Blends. This one used... so, yeah, you can get completely different looks depending on what you do. So, an easy, free, quick way to support me is by just doing a thumbs up on my channel. That'd be amazing. And to help me out with the algorithms, if you could comment afterwards, and you can even let me know on the comment afterwards what you would, which one you prefer. So take care, everybody. I'm just going to sort of turn you around. Nice to see you tonight, and thank you so much for joining. You like the one with the distressed edge? Yeah, that was fun. So I'll be around again next week, same time, pardon me, same place. And I'm not sure if Ruth is still on here. She might pop on in a minute. But nice to see you all. Okay, toodles. Take care, everyone. Night night. Bye.